Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will discuss the solution of week 8 assignment 8 of database management system. For the first question, we have to identify the correct statement. So we have been given an immediate database modification scheme and the following log records for the transactions. So for this, for the immediate database modification scheme, during the recovery after a crash, a transaction needs to be redone if and only if both the TI start and TI commit are present in the log, otherwise undo is required. So any transaction that is committed before the last checkpoint should be ignored because it is already output to disk due to the checkpoint. So the redo list will be containing T0 and the undo list will contain transaction T1, T2 and T3, and since T0 is successfully committed, so the value of X will be updated to 500. So for this, answer is option B and C. For the second question, the following log record is given and we have to identify the correct set of the log entries for the recovery of transaction. For this, the answer is option C. For the third question, assuming immediate database modification scheme, we have to identify the correct action for the above scenario. So for this, similarly, it is also immediate database modification scheme. So the redo operation will be done only if both the TI start and TI commit are present. Otherwise, undo is required and any transaction that is committed before the last checkpoint should be ignored. So the redo list will contain transaction T0 and T2 and undo list will contain transaction T3 and transaction T1 can be ignored. So since T0 and T2 both have the start and commit, so it will be in the redo list and T1 can be ignored since it is committed just before the checkpoint. So for this, answer is option D. For the fourth question, we have been given a number of blocks containing the record and the time to transfer one block and the time for one seek. We have to identify the cost of the selection query on a key attribute using the linear search file scan. So the cost of selection query on a key attribute will be B divided by 2 block into block transfers plus 1 seek, which is 200 divided by 2 into 0.4 plus 4, which is 44 millisecond, which is option D. For the fifth question, the following state of transaction is given and we have to identify the correct group of statement from the option below. So any transaction that is committed before the last checkpoint should be ignored. Therefore, T1, T2 and T3 can be ignored. And any transaction that is committed since the last checkpoint needs to be redone, hence T4 is to be redone, and any transaction that was running at the time of the failure needs to be undone and restarted, hence only T5 is to be undone. So for this question, the answer is option C. For the sixth question, we have been given the two relation pizza and the sold by, and we have to find the number of block transfers in the worst case. So in the worst case, if there is enough memory to hold one block of each relation, then the number of block transfer is 2,400,000, which is option B. For the seventh question, we have been given the two query trees and we have to identify the correct statement. For this, answer is option C. The eighth question, we have been given the four relational algebraic queries and we have to identify which is equivalent. So the answer for this is option A and C. For the ninth question, the answer is option B, and for the 10th question, the answer is option B. If you have found any different answers, do mention it in the comment section, and before the final submission of the assignment, do check the comment section. If there is any changes in the answer, I will update it. Thank you for watching the video.